Hello, and welcome. Oh no, wait, we can't. We don't have a name.
No.
I can't have a name. Holy crap, Yosh, we should decide a name.
Probably.
Do you have any ideas?
I really don't.
Oh no, this is terrible. Oh man, I honestly don't know any names right now.
Oh, it's gonna be a themed name. Oh.
How about the Christmas pod?
Yes.
Christmas pod. Actually,
In August.
I may look up on Google Translate, see if I can translate something. I don't know, what's the Welsh word for podcast? I don't think there is one.
Probably podcast.
Podcast.
It's probably just podcast.
Oh no. And there's no, like, Welsh. I don't know, maybe you could take the O's and turn them into W's. Podcast, I suppose.
Where is there an O in cast?
Pod. Oh yeah, I suppose so. Podcast. Right. Podcast. Yeah, it's just pod. Oh no, there's Poddle-de-eyed. Poddle-de-eyed.
Right.
Bordle-de-eyed. Fordle-de-eyed.
Wow.
And Poddle-de-eyed. They don't sound that good, actually.
I learned very early on that Google Translate is useless if you look at Welsh.
Yeah. What was her teacher's name now?
Mrs. T, Jack.
Oh yeah, Mrs. T.
Mrs. T.
She hated Google Translate, now I can see why.
With a passion.
Yep. It's pretty, that's something. This name. If we can't decide on a name, we can't possibly have a podcast.
Doorcast.
Doorcast. Doorcast.
Doorcast.
How do you spell Doorcast?
D-O-O-R-C-A-S-T.
Doorcast. Well, it's confirmed. Welcome to the Doorcast.
Yes, fantastic.
I'm Jack, and this is Josh.
Hey.
We're from Wales, South Wales. The weather right now is, surprisingly, it's not too bad. It's cloudy.
But overcast.
Yeah, a little bit overcast, but I don't know. Yeah, that's basically it. Do you have a cough or a cold?
Just a gunked up throat.
Oh no, maybe you should drink some green tea.
I'm drinking full fat Dr. Pepper.
Oh man, that ain't good for you. Dr. Pooper.
Well, you know.
Dr. Plunder. Anyway, we'll decide on a name probably after the podcast comes out, so don't worry. Don't worry, people, listeners, fans, I suppose, if we do have any.
It's not likely, is it?
Well, have faith. I think it'll work. So yeah, apparently, Yosh, you played. No, you didn't play. You watched a spooky game earlier.
Well, spooky. I didn't think it was that bad, really.
You didn't think it was bad?
I didn't think it was that scary.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yosh, I legitimately had a nightmare last night about that game. I've never had a nightmare about a game before. I woke up at 3 o'clock with cold sweats.
It's in my dreams.
It's horrible. By the way, if you're wondering what game we're talking about like an indie game called Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's like, I don't know, should I talk about it? I think we should.
Why not?
Spooky game time. Spooky game day. Yeah, basically it's a game where you're a security officer in like a Chuck E. Cheese themed restaurant where, like, if you don't know what Chuck E. Cheese...
animatronic animals that play music and pretend to play instruments and stuff.
Yeah, like big animal robots. I don't think we have anything like that in Wales or Britain. I don't know. Do we have anything like that? Have you ever been
I've
like
never
that?
been to one, but we've probably got something somewhere.
That's,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't
We've
think
got
it's that
Pontins.
uncommon.
We've got Pontins and Brewster Bears.
Ah,
Have you
Brewster
been to
Bears.
Bears? Yeah,
Yeah.
Brewster Bear. He was a legend.
What happened to
Down
that place?
Llansamlet. I don't know, I think it closed down. I hope it
Yeah,
didn't.
I think it is.
Oh, well, that was a good place. I enjoyed that.
Sad times.
Oh, well, rip in peace, Brewster Bear. Anyway.
Yeah, Brewster Bear, the person, the man.
You know, that is one of the weirdest things. You never see who is in that costume. Like, not just Brewster Bear. I just mean like any costume.
Going to Disney World, see all the people dressed up.
I remember I went to Disney World, Orlando, like when I was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot of, yeah, like, you know, everyone dresses up in costumes over there and they're hugging everyone and having a good old laugh.
Uh-huh.
But yours is super unprofessional, drinking while we're podcasting.
It's the rain.
Is it raining?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not raining.
I was going to say, because the weather... I wouldn't blame you if it was actually raining. I'd believe you. The weather changes super quick. Actually, I can have a sip of my tea as well. That's nice. I like tea. Yep. Whatever this is,
Delicious.
whatever podcast this is, sponsored by
PG Tips.
PG Tips. Send us your tea, please. Yeah. Anyway, about spooky games. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is a very scary game. I don't know. To me, it's scary because I don't like weird animatronic robot animals.
I mean, it wasn't scary to watch. I can understand if you're like sitting at home, it's dark, you got the headphones in.
I couldn't even watch it, Yosh. It's those type of graphics from like 1995, which are just really, I don't know. There's something off about it.
I mean, you can barely see anything half the time, to be fair.
Yeah, I suppose that's another sort of, like, another reason why it's a bit scary is because you are trying to keep a tab on all of the... Oh my god, I keep forgetting to say what the game is about. Right, the game is about a security officer in a blooming children's themed restaurant, and at night, at 12 o'clock 12 o'clock in the morning, no, 12 o'clock in the night, 12 o'clock in the night,
12 a.m.
Yeah, 12 a.m. until 6 a.m. is your shift. So you've got to like look after the place, and all of the blooming robots are in like free roam mode at night. And if they see you when they come to your office, if by any chance they come to your office, you've got to bolt up the doors, and otherwise they'll kill you, I suppose.
No, they squeeze you into a animatronic costume.
Oh yeah, Mr. Freddy.
Which
Freddy
kills
the
you.
Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not really that nice.
Man.
But it got me thinking, why would you have a security officer looking after weird, insane, homicidal blooming robots?
More importantly, the game relies on a power system.
Yeah, that's weird.
Where you have so much power, and if you lose power, you just wait and hope.
Yeah, and it's worse because you have to wait for the jump scare. And when it happens, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's a high-pitched screaming, and it's not nice. I got very spooked. 10 out of 10. Spooky game. Would not play.
Why is there a limited amount of power?
I don't know.
Is he
It's
running
probably
off
because of the
batteries?
fan. It's probably because of the fan on the table or something.
He's got some AAA batteries he just plugs in.
No, he's got like a lemon with copper wire. That's how he's
Potato.
Yeah, he's just got a box of potatoes with wires sticking out.
Ah, it makes sense now.
That's a good power system. It's how I run my computer. By the way, if you are listening to this and you hear my computer, I am really sorry. But, I have to put coal in it every now and again. It's not the best computer, but I don't know, it does the job. It hasn't exploded.
From the industrial era.
Yeah. Now, if you hear, well, you can't really hear Josh's computer because he's got I don't know, the Mega Powertron, the best computer of all time.
I have a modern computer.
Yeah, Yoshi's computer is like pretty good compared to mine. Mine has an integrated graphics card, which is not good at all.
Yeah, no.
If you don't know what that means, it means like you can't do anything with it, basically. Anyway, enough nerd talk.
Nerd talk.
Let's talk about the news.
Nerd. Get out of here.
The news of the day, I suppose. News of the day.
News of the world.
Yeah, news of the day.
World.
The Isle of Wight is shrinking by 2 millimeters per year.
Bum bum bum.
Cat pie pasta infuriates small town.
You're just going to read the headlines.
Well, actually, no. What I might do is, I'm going to do like, I don't know. Can you do like a little ba ba da ba 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 ba, and then you do bong, and then I read out the headline. And if you're interested, I will go into it.
Can I do that in post?
No, it's easier to do it here.
Right.
Go on.
I didn't really follow the two.
Fine, I'll do it. You look for weird news, and I'll do the things. So I'll probably cut this. All right.
Probably.
We'll be back immediately. Yeah. Have you found any news?
I'm on a page right now.
Oh.
New sex doll looks just like real woman.
Hold on, keep some of them.
Check
I'm
out
going to come
these
back
finger
in.
covers for eating chips.
No, wait, keep them for a moment. Don't say anything. Right, I'm going to come back in now. And we're back. Yoshi
Hello.
has... Yeah, he's got some news. I'm going to do the theme tune. Okay, Yoshi, do you have... Right, okay. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum.
Hello.
Bong.
Welcome to the 8:45 news.
Bong.
Bong. Indeed. This is a world headline.
Bong.
This guy is going to have sex with a stranger every day for a year.
Bong.
For art.
Bong. For art.
For art.
Crikey, that's lucky. Anyway,
Yes.
bong.
Bong.
Next.
Man killed roommate, then asked iPhone Siri how to hide body.
Bong.
New sex doll looks just like a real woman.
Bong.
Check out these finger covers for eating chips.
Alright, let's go into the finger covers because that sounds pretty in-depth. That sounds like hard-hitting news.
Just for you to know, these are exclusively UK stories.
Oh, well, that's good. Good. Actually, no, not all. That's really good. We want some UK-related things, because we are in the UK, if you didn't hear, by our accents.
By our accents?
Our accents.
Yes.
Anyway, what are the news? What is this finger puppet?
This invention is either the next big thing, or just really stupid.
I think it's pretty cool. Who made it? Does it give a name?
It was originally uploaded by a Reddit user by the name of Talkative Blair.
Oh.
He has
Tony
plastic finger covers to eat his chips with. Man is from Korea.
Why am I not surprised? They always come up with clever stuff for some reason. Anyway, go on.
Came up with the idea as it would be more hygienic, prevent sticky fingers, and reduce the amount of time needed to use a napkin while eating chips.
Well, I'll tell you something. You could just use your fingers, or you could just empty the entire cartridge of chips into your mouth. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, bong. Next news. What's the next news? What's the next headline?
Next news line is a different one. How did this person tame a deadly hornet and keep it on a lead?
On a lead?
On a lead.
How big is said hornet? Is it the size of a small dog?
It's bigger than a thumb.
It's as large as a thumb. It's a wasp.
Bigger than a thumb.
Wow.
It is a hornet. It's like a enlarged wasp. It's very bulky.
Can you read into this so I can avoid where this person is living?
A man claims he has managed to tame an aggressive hornet and can even take it for walkies or flies on a lead. Japanese giant hornets can grow up to 2.5 inches long.
Whoa. Japanese? Oh, no.
It's a Japanese hornet.
Oh, we're going to have to be careful when we go out there.
We will.
I don't want to get stung by them.
2.5 inches long.
Are you serious?
And fly at 25 miles an hour.
What? No, if one of them fly into you, you're dead.
They're potentially lethal as well.
Maybe we should go to Iceland instead.
He claims after catching the aggressive insect, which kills 40 people on average every summer.
Oh my word.
He used tweezers to remove its sting and poison sacs, rendering it harmless.
That's pretty clever.
Then tied string around the hornet's thorax and now takes it everywhere he goes. It does bite occasionally, but doesn't really hurt, he said. Well.
Oh no.
That is definitely something.
I've got some great news by here, which says, man fined for pretending to be a ghost in cemetery.
Please, go on.
A man has been fined for pretending to be a ghost and other rowdy behaviour in a cemetery, according to police. Anthony Stallard had been drinking when they went to Kingston Cemetery, Portsmouth, where they started to play football. A Hampshire police spokesman said that the witness complained to the police of Stallard using rowdy behaviour and pretending to be a ghost. He said, the witness reported the group engaging in rowdy behaviour and one of them throwing their arms in the air and saying, woo.
Woo.
Woo. He was ordered to pay £20.
It is a very impressive ghost imitation, I'll give it to him.
Well, maybe it's because they all didn't know he was a ghost.
Ah.
They thought he was a real guy.
Fine for ghost imitation.
Let's see. What are the news?
That's not a lot lately.
Bong, University of Texas spells Texas wrong.
Go on, please.
Bong.
Americans.
Oh wait, do you want to go into that?
I want to know how they managed to mess it up.
Okay, because I.
How does the University of Texas spell Texas wrong?
This isn't even on spoof news.
No?
This is real.
This is a legit story.
Yeah, let me find out how they spelt it. Oh, are you serious?
What?
They spelt it Texa. How? What?
Texa.
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 Yeah, Texa.
Have you ever wanted to go to Texa?
I don't know, it's quite hot in the summer. Texas is quite nice though. They get a lot of snow.
I did not know that.
I didn't either, apparently. Anyway, next news. Bong. Loom Band unisex song goes on sale on eBay.
A thong made of loom bands.
Indeed.
What them?
It's pretty clever.
It's a gold mine. We're missing out. Quick, abandon the ship.
It has no bids, sadly.
Oh, never mind. Scratch that.
Maybe it's a good thing.
Do not make loom band thongs. It's not worth anymore.
Man accidentally sets fire to himself in his house.
Of course he does.
Trying to kill a spider with a blowtorch.
You kind of deserve to be set on fire after that.
I suppose.
I mean, a blowtorch, that's just overdoing it a bit.
Also, how do you fail with using a blowtorch?
You didn't kill it.
Yeah, but, I don't know. How on earth do you misuse a blowtorch to kill a spider unless it explodes?
Probably by torching the thing it's standing on.
I suppose so. Passive-aggressive watermelon stabbing ends in arrest. I'll have to go into this.
Watermelon stabbing.
This is hard-hitting news.
This could affect the lives of millions of young
This is
watermelons out there.
this is pretty new. This was this year.
Oh my god.
It happened this year.
This year?
A
This
man
is
has
too
been
up to date, sorry. Please find a more up to date story.
a man has been charged with threatening and disorderly conduct involving a watermelon.
Ah, right, involved the watermelon. It wasn't two-way watermelon.
Well, I don't know.
The way you said it, I assumed he'd been assaulting a watermelon.
I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. Carmen Severino of Connecticut
That sounds
was
good enough.
arrested after his wife complained to the police that he left a watermelon on the kitchen countertop with a large butcher knife sticking out of it. That's not really...
How do you get arrested for that?
Apparently it's a threat. I'm not sure.
What?
Also, here's some ingredients for salted watermelon margaritas. Thanks, Huffington Post.
Delicious.
For sating my watermelon. Wow, there's a lot of watermelon. Watermelon basil mojito, watermelon paloma, watermelon mint and cider vinegar tonic.
Yes. Coincidentally, watermelon fantastic in cocktails.
Yeah, apparently. I mean,
Almost as
like
good as cranberry.
jalapeno watermelon limeade.
That sounds disgusting.
That sounds interesting. I don't know if I'd enjoy it, but I'd eat it. If we have any fans who can make whatever I just said, because I clicked off the page.
Yes. Episode 1. All of you fans, make us drinks.
Send it in to the post office. We'll come pick it up after.
Tell them to drink it and review it, and send that review to us. Sea
monster washes up on Somerset Beach, confirmed to be a cow. It's not exactly a sea monster then.
I don't know, cows are scary, man.
I don't know, it's not as scary as the man in the cemetery.
I mean, that might even be real, for all I know.
It could be real.
He could have been a ghost.
Someone got fined. What's his name again? I'm going to have to look it up.
That's just prejudiced.
Stallard, I mean.
Can't find ghosts for doing their job.
Yeah, Anthony Stallard, if you're listening, send us a letter.
I hate you.
Yoshi doesn't hate you. He's just a bit jealous. Sorry.
I hate you. So much.
School teacher faces jail for tickling and smelling pupils' feet. That's,
I thought I was going to go somewhere somewhat sexual, but that's very fetishized right there. It's very specific.
Why do I feel that this may have not occurred in Britain?
It's not really something that happens that often.
No, let me see.
I mean, the paedophiles over here are usually celebrities, aren't they? TV show hosts.
This actually did occur in Britain.
Oh no.
It occurred in Lancashire.
The paedophilia spree has moved on from TV hosts to the teachers. What is education coming to?
None of them were particularly disturbed, but thought it was weird.
How old were they?
13.
They're going to be like 15.
They were 19 years old.
I was like, you serious? Most kids in Britain would shank the teacher if they tried anything.
Yeah, I suppose so. Especially the kids around here.
I mean, around here, they just shank the teacher anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shank.
Speaking of dangerous children...
Oh, is there a kid killer?
No. No, wait, that's a different thing. That's a worse thing, Yosh.
That's worse?
Oh my god, you can't say that.
A kid killer?
Yeah.
No, not somebody who kills kids, a kid who kills people.
Well, that's a killer kid then.
Really?
The title of the episode would be Watermelon Killer Kid. Strike Cemetery.
With giant hornets.
On a leash.
On a leash.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Yosh, and the listeners, I'm going to tell the listeners more of the story
I'll just
of
go then.
the Leopard Man. Don't go, Yosh, you know this man.
Personally, actually, thank you.
The Leopard Man of the Isle of Skye. Brace yourselves, people.
Skye.
I'm about to do some
typing.
Hard evidence.
About to do some typing.
Going to do some typing. Yeah. There's a wiki. There's a Wikipedia page on him.
A wiki wawa.
There's a wiki wawa page on him. Tom Leopard, also known as the Leopard Man, or the Leopard Man of Skye, is a former soldier previously considered by the Guinness World Book of Records to be the most tattooed man. He is said to have spent £5,500 on his body modifications, which covers 99% of his skin in a leopard-like coloured pattern.
Body modifications?
Yes.
Sounds like he's had like cybernetic surgery.
Well, he did have his teeth filed to have them
I
sharp.
don't think that counts. I suppose it could be body modifications. Modifications, some sort of... it should be like Deus Ex levels of body modifications.
If anyone wants to draw fan art of a Cybernaut Leopard Man, please do, and send them in to us.
Cybernaut.
Even though, yeah, that's weird, we haven't got any information to let people send stuff to us.
Yeah. A Twitter.
Yes, send all of your fan mail to tallman_tweeting on Twitter.
And then unfollow immediately.
Oh, don't say that. Anyway, hold on, this is breaking news from 2008. The tattooed Leopard Man of Skye trades his island lair for a comfy retirement home. He looks a lot like Tom Jones.
I think I say Daly for some reason.
He looks a lot like Tom Daly, despite him being 80 years old.
I mean, it'd be ages.
For 20 years, Tom Leopard lived in a ruined shelter on the Scottish island of Skye under a roof made from pieces of plastic sheeting.
Sheeting?
Basically,
yeah.
He had no electricity, no furniture, and had a canoe 3 miles for his weekly shopping. The Leopard Man shot to fame after becoming the world's most tattooed man. But now, at 73 years old, well, this is like from 2008, he's like 79 or 80 years old.
He died.
The hardy, I hope he hasn't, that'd be bad news. The hardy eccentric who spent £5,500 on tattoos has been forced to abandon his wild side.
£1,500. Oh my god.
It's not as bad as some people, Yosh.
That's a unit of weight for non-UK viewers.
Ah, yes. He spent a couple of fathoms. He spent some tuppence. He spent a tuppence on his tattoos.
Yeah.
Tuppence for a tattoo. I wonder how good a tattoo they'll get you.
Not quite as good as a threepence.
Will you get, maybe you get like a dot's worth of ink on your arm.
For a tuppence?
Tuppence for a tattoo.
I think you can get the outline for a tuppence.
Maybe. That'd be interesting. A circle.
I think you can just get the stencil of your tattoo for that.
Yeah.
If you want the actual thing, it's going to be at least a threepence, if not half a crown.
A threepence. Half a crown of threepence.
Mm.
Well, I'm not good with my ye olde days money, so I'm just going to keep looking in my book for weird stuff. There's a picture of a woman here with plate lips.
Plate?
Yes. If you think that, like, you know those earrings that people get where it's like a hole in their ear?
A stretcher?
Yes, that's the one. I forgot the name of it. Well, if you think they're a bit bizarre, then people in Africa wear ceremonial lip plates.
I did know this. Strange one.
They can be removed, but it leaves the lower lip somewhat floppy. I'm not really surprised.
I don't think that repairs itself over time either.
No, you are just left there with a big, blooming Homer Simpson mouth.
Floppy lip.
Oh, floppy lip.
Floppy lip.
Oh, I'm afraid, I'm so sorry, but I'm afraid you've contracted floppy lip from your time in Africa.
Did you fall asleep?
Did you fall asleep?
In an unsafe place? You may have floppy lip.
Oh, I woke up with old floppy lip. Now I can never drink my tea.
Did you black out around untrustworthy people? You may have floppy lip.
Send in your floppy lip to tallman_tweeting on Twitter. Anyway, enough about old floppy lip. Let's see.
Good old floppy lip.
Good old floppy lip. Floppy lip. Not my hero.
Floppy lip, you crazy.
Oh, floppy lip. I can't believe you. I'm trying to find something bizarre to talk about because this book contains a lot of bizarre things. Oh, here's a good one. Someone recreated The Last Supper entirely out of butter. A life-size. She used 1,800 pounds, which is...
Life-size, as in she sculpted life-size people.
Yeah, she sculpted life-size people out of butter.
That's kind of insane.
That is. She... Yeah, here's the actual
It's not even
thing.
kind of, it's just flat out insane.
The Last Supper, carved entirely from butter, was sculpted by 74-year-old Norma Lyon of Des Moines in Iowa in 1999. She worked in her cooler at 5 degrees centigrade.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is hardcore.
That's super hardcore.
Did she at least wear a parka?
No, she's just like a normal looking old woman. She's just literally an old
What do old
woman.
women wear?
Sweater. With something weird on the front, I suppose.
She was just shorts and t-shirt in that thing.
She's
got a mini skirt on.
She's wearing a New York. She's wearing a Bronx snapback.
Snapback, yeah.
She's wearing circle sunglasses. She's got a big cigar sticking out of her mouth.
Hells yeah.
I hope someone animates that. Please animate if you know how to animate. Send in your animations at tallman_tweeting at Twitter. Anyway, enough shameless stuff. Someone wrote the Lord's Prayer on a single grain of rice.
On a one whole grain.
One grain, and he accidentally ate it.
Accidentally ate it?
Yeah. No, I'm only joking. It's in here. Someone trained... Yeah, this guy, Alighieri Dante from the year 1265.
You might have that name wrong.
Alighieri. He's an Italian poet.
Does he know it?
He might do, but he's dead. He's super dead.
Never mind.
He had a phobia of candlesticks.
Candlesticks?
So he trained a cat to hold a candlestick while he painted. I mean, not painted, while he wrote.
A cat?
Indeed.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder how many cats he must have went through.
What, training to hold the candlestick?
Yeah.
What did his cats die of that he couldn't just try again?
Well, exactly. Did they catch fire? I don't think they would have.
Well, it's a candlestick. I doubt they'd combust.
Well, I suppose not. I
think it's more remarkable if a cat could combust from a candlestick.
Well, I don't know. Cats do pretty bizarre stuff. They disappear and come back. I've never had one, but I've always heard the stories. If you have a cat, tell us your strange cat stories at tallman_tweeting on Twitter.
Yeah, tell him your strange cat stories.
Yeah.
I really couldn't care less.
Josh doesn't have a Twitter, so he's safe.
Safe.
He's such a loser. I don't know why I do this podcast with him.
It's because you've got no one else, friend.
Oh, that's
one
hitting
else.
home. Well, I did just find a picture of a man from...
In a monkey.
He looks like he's of Oriental persuasion.
You could just say Asian.
His name is Akira Tanimura.
You can definitely say Asian.
He is from Osaka. He's a professor at Osaka University. He has had a lifelong fascination.
Now you could say Japanese.
He is a Japan man.
Japan man.
Who has got a lifelong fascination of rabbits. And there's a picture of him sitting here.
God. There's going to be something a lot ruder. Ruder.
Anyway, enough ruder. Yeah, he lives in Hyogo in Western Japan.
Hyogo?
Maybe we'll meet him.
Probably not.
In the train station.
Just in the train station.
I'll see him wearing his rabbit ears.
Ah.
I'll take a photo of him. Anyway, there's another man
I will
here.
laugh at him.
He's got a phobia of buttons, yet he has collected blooming billions of them.
I think he's lying about his button phobia.
Yeah, he's sitting here and he's yucking it up in his business suit. He's
Where's
literally
from?
wearing... Ivan Pierre Delarue. I'll give you a hint, Dilsh.
I think this man might be...
He looks like a Frenchman.
This is difficult.
I believe he is a Frenchman.
I think he might be South African.
Well, you're not wrong. Aren't there like French Africans? If I'm totally wrong, I'm going to cut this from the podcast. Sorry.
French Africans.
Yeah. Isn't there something about French and Africa?
French and Canada.
I suppose so. I did get it wrong. I'm going to have to cut this. I'll probably keep
most
it in.
of this is going to be cut.
Well, I can't be bothered to cut a lot of it. Anyway, robots. Criaro. I cannot pronounce this robot's name. Q-R-I-O.
Q-R-I-O.
How would you pronounce that? Criaro?
Cryo.
Oh, cryo. I suppose so. Well, yeah, you just stumped me there.
But
Criaro? No, it's cryo.
Cryo.
C. Pion, or hopping shoes, are a recent creation from Japanese Dr. Yoshino Nakamatsu.
He's my cousin.
I say recent, but this book is from 2008, so it's not really recent.
So it's still incredibly outdated.
This is good, up-to-date news.
From the sources you can trust.
You can trust us. It's from a book. Books never lie. Except for Texas books.
And the Bible.
Oh, edgy.
Oh.
I hope there are no Christian listeners. Sorry, Christian listeners.
I'm not.
Oh, well, I don't hate you. Yoshi might.
I don't hate you.
Okay, that's alright then. There's a pacemaker the size of a 50 pence by here.
Okay.
What is a pacemaker, Yosh?
The pacemaker is to help the heartbeat when it's too weak to do so itself. It helps to keep up the rhythm.
Yeah.
Hence pacemaker.
That makes sense.
It's a very literal name.
A man, this is a good story. A man from Oxfordshire in England.
Where?
Simon Whittaker from Oxfordshire, England.
Whittaker.
Placed a £1 coin for sale on
In his
eBay.
bed.
He never expected to face a whopping potential of £1 million profit.
Did he actually get paid for that, though?
No, he cancelled the auction.
No. Yeah.
He should have settled for 20 quid, though, because someone actually did, it was 8 days that he could have earned £1 million.
Wow.
I'm going to have to try that after.
I don't think that's going to work for some reason.
Send in your money at twitter.jpg. I forgot. I can't remember.
I mean, the thing is, you can bid that high, but you don't have to send payment immediately. It's usually up to 2 days to receive payment.
I'll send you 500k on the first day, I'll send you the next on the next day.
So that's what people do. They're like, okay, I'll give you all this money.
And then they mysteriously pass away.
It's like the man who sold a massive video game collection for, was it $500,000 or something like that?
Wow.
But he never actually received payment for it.
Oh, no.
Obviously, he didn't send it out either. You obviously don't post it.
Grace Gilbert was one of the most famous bearded ladies of all time.
Yes.
Even though you may not have heard of her. She's
Never.
a famous bearded lady.
Probably not many to compete with.
Her beard was 10 inches long. Wow, that puts me to shame.
Do you know what else is 10 inches long? Oh.
Yeah, this man's, well, yeah, speaking of pizza, I had a pizza the other day.
Yeah.
It was a good pizza. If you like pizza, send in your favourite toppings at tallman_tweetin on Twitter.
Yeah, send your toppings through Twitter.
Yeah.
Keep them refrigerated.
Send in your refrigerators to me.
Or not. Results tomorrow.
Oh, don't remind me, Osh. That's why I'm doing this podcast.
Keep you occupied.
You know.
It's not a nice talking point for you.
Well, I suppose we can talk about it. Yoshi is good at the computers. He's good at
the computers,
programming and all sorts. I'm not too bad at computers. I do geology. Because I rock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, what he's on about is there's A level results tomorrow. morning, which is
Indeed.
a bit nervous, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty nervous.
Don't really want to do an extra year
No.
at all.
Well, if we do an extra year, that'll mean way more content for the listeners.
Yes, college life. It's
College
interesting
life.
enough.
Every
So what did you
Sunday.
do today? Lessons. You? Lessons. Nice.
Have you got a job
See you next
yet?
week.
Yeah, see you next week. We'll have 10-minute videos in the new term. Well, anyway, Garni. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Yosh, what is the spookiest game you've ever played?
Ever played?
Indeed.
I don't make a habit of playing scary games.
What is
But
the scariest game you've
atmosphere-wise,
ever seen?
spooky atmosphere-wise, I've got to give it the BioShock, like the original.
Really?
I played it when I was like little originally, so when it first came out, because I'm a baddie. And it really scared me. It was very creepy at the start of the game. And most of it, actually. It's very creepy. And I stopped playing it after about 10 minutes, and I was like, nope, too scared.
I honestly can say Five Nights at Freddy's, 10 out of 10, scariest game of all time. Number 9 in my other game is probably Penumbra, the Black Plague. That's a spooky game.
You have a
from
top
long time
10?
ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Number 8. There's a lot of content for the first episode. Number
Apparently.
8 is Mario Party 8. That's a scary game.
Oh shit.
Number 7 is...
Have you seen what it turns people into?
Yeah, exactly.
Mario Party turns people into monsters.
Yeah. Everyone starts out nice, and then at the
It's
end...
like, yeah, I got some coins, man. You
yeah,
can
I
do
got
it.
some-
And then by the end, you're like, screw you, give me all of your stars.
The more patronizing you be in that, the more violent everyone gets.
Yes, people will literally punch you in real life.
Yeah. Just to stop you from dropping bananas and things.
Mario Party. Play with your friends, ruin friendships. A fun night in for all the family.
Oh man, every time I played Mario Party on the Wii with my family, it would just
Yeah.
end in like, go to your room.
And in tears.
It would. Everyone would be crying, the dog would be howling, the neighbour would be banging on the wall, and, well, it wouldn't be fun. And yet, every time it's like, do you want to do something? Yeah, do you want to play Mario Party? And they go, yeah,
No.
alright.
No, it's not.
I don't know, maybe it's with me. Maybe I'm masochistic.
Oh.
Or a sociopath. I don't...
Mario Kart is just as fun a group game.
Mario Kart is good.
Did you come?
Number 2 on the spooky game scale.
I feel like there's a bit of we're lacking continuity here.
Number Omega.
Number 1, number 9,
Number 1.
number 3.
Number 1, the not scariest game of all time, is Tetris. It's not really frightening.
It's terrifying.
Oh, I don't know, not to me.
No? Then you are more of a man than I.
Well, I can't really stand that spooky game that you played.
What game?
That you watched.
Watched.
Yeah, Five Nights at Frongle.
Frongle.
If you don't know
just
what
the name
that game
Frongle
is,
was terrifying.
yeah, if you don't know what that game is, by the way, go look it up. If you think I'm silly for being scared, then, I don't know, go unsubscribe. Even though we haven't even got any
Everybody would
subscribers.
unsubscribe as soon as we get that one person who's going to listen to this. He's going to be like, nah.
Nah, I didn't think you're scary, mate. No, I'm just going to leave. Goodbye.
How about one listener?
A single listener. Lost like a fart in a hurricane.
And I mean, it's just going to be your dad. He's just going to listen to it and he's going to be like, that game's dumb.
Son, I
Unsub.
can't believe it.
Unsub.
how
That's not
much of a
scary.
scrub.
Son, don't be such a pussy.
I can't believe how much of a scrub you are, son. Oh,
Exactly.
no. I'm probably not going to go on the internet tomorrow, just because of all of the, like, hey, I got...
Just want people to see the screen through your tears.
I'll just go to bed. I'll get my results, I'll go to bed.
You'll open them up. You'll well up inside. You'll burn the result. You'll go to sleep, crying into your pillow.
My tutors will patronise me by saying, look, I know you can do better. That's why I'm going to re-enroll you for 5 years.
Oh, no, so bad. Oh, that's going to be the worst if you fail and you have to go back up and see your tutors to re-enroll.
Oh,
And they just
yeah,
look at
exactly.
you like, uh-huh.
And they're just like, yeah, I know you failed, but
It's like, I knew you'd be back here. You do not apply yourself enough in class. It's like, no, leave me alone.
they're just like laughing just quietly as you leave. They're like, more dosh. More Wonga.
Mm.
You know what I might have to do if that's the case?
What?
Quit education and just keep on making podcasts for our loyal listeners.
All half
I
of
mean,
you.
all half of you sentient beings.
Yes.
We've just got a leg listening right now. A false prosthetic leg on a chair.
Don't discount the prosthetic community.
Exactly. Of course, you can listen to a podcast. Everyone can. Of any race and of any colour.
Well, I don't know about that.
Oh, no, Yosh. Don't discriminate, people.
I don't.
I'll get
Fine.
Leopard Man. He can bite you.
Bite me?
Yeah. I got a spooky image of Leopard Man here,
No.
grinning his teeth.
He's a crazy SAS guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is an SAS guy who looks a lot like Tom Cruise now.
To be fair, all the SAS guys are pretty crazy.
Not Tom Cruise. Tom Jones. Did I just say Tom Cruise?
Looks like Tom Cruise.
He didn't really look like Tom Cruise. He's that type of person who always looks old.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, how old is Tom Jones now? Like 104?
let me guess. Let me look it up, actually.
Just guess.
Tom Jones.
Come on, 104. Lucky number.
Wow, why does it not give any information straight away?
What, Google?
Well, he was born in 1940. You're sure good at maths.
Are you serious? 1940?
Yeah.
60s, 74.
He's 74.
Mm.
Wow. I just found a picture of a cat woman, a real-life cat woman.
It's not, what's it in?
No.
Hathaway, is it?
No, it's a woman who had, like, surgery on her lip to make it look like a cat face.
Really?
And she has, like, cat lens, like, contacts. And,
Wow, these people. Why have they let to live?
I don't know, she's pretty radical. She got a cool top.
Radical?
Yeah.
She's got a cat on her lip.
Well, yeah, she has a cat on her lip, Yosh.
Yes.
If you have any animators, please animate a cat on someone's lip. Thanks.
She's not radical, she has a cat on her lip. That's the opposite of radical.
I don't know, it's pretty radical. I don't know. Well,
radical.
it is really radical. Like, if you look...
Totally radical,
I'm
man.
going to look up the term radical. Okay.
Rad. Yeah.
Define radical, dude. It's relating or affecting the fundamental nature of something far-reaching and thorough.
Mm-hmm.
Or, it's a group of atoms behaving as a unit in a number of compounds.
I know that one.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Well,
chemistry.
You should know that because, well, I mean, I just said it. If I say
Three.
radical, you immediately have to think, oh, a unit of atoms.
3 radicals, Jack.
3 radicals.
3 radicals.
3 radical cat women.
F-R-E.
F-R-E.
Not T-H-R-E-E.
Breaking news. A Chinese woman who uses her countryside home to breed 100,000 cockroaches has described them as her children.
No, she's more of a freak from cat lady.
No, she's radical. I'm going to go into this.
No.
She still sells
Stop saying
them.
radical.
That's weird. She sells them as food, yet she says they are my children, my babies.
My puppies.
Well, they're not really her children. She's just grown affection for her livestock. It's not
Her
really
babies.
livestock. She sells them to a pharmaceutical factory that uses them in medicine.
In medicine?
Yeah, it's used to treat cirrhosis, breast cancer, and other ailments. It also has anti-aging effects, just like everything else, really.
Ugh.
I don't know.
That's disgusting.
If you've had too much to drink, just down a cockroach.
Cockroach.
Yeah, don't drink too much.
Obviously.
Don't drink. Don't do drugs.
Stop eating those ants. Remember when the ants were getting seagulls drunk?
Oh, yeah. And they were, like, crapping everywhere. And being angry.
Yeah. You know, being seagulls.
Speaking of ants, does anyone remember... This is aimed to the listeners as well. Do anyone remember those...
Do anyone remember when Rugby formed?
No,
Yeah.
do you remember? Does anyone remember when, what, like, do you know those, like, foreign sweets where they've got bugs inside of them?
Sweets. I think you call them sweets.
Well, it's like rock candy. Not rock candy. It's like hard candy.
Is it like rock lobster?
No, it's not like rock lobster. It's like rock chocolate. No, not rock chocolate. Rock sugar. Caramel. Not caramel. See-through,
What?
translucent, coloured, hard candy. And there's bugs
Right.
inside of it which have been fossilised and you can eat it.
Amber.
Amber. It's kind of like amber, but it's not actually amber. It's like...
Amber is not sweet,
I
by
know.
the way.
People, you will know what I mean. When you
Go eat amber,
know.
people.
Don't eat amber. It's like, especially if it's super old.
Use it to revive the dinosaurs like in Jurassic Park.
No, give it to the museum.
Give it to
This is
Spielberg.
definitely an Animal Crossing type of decision where you don't know whether to sell it or give it to the museum.
I've never played Animal Crossing.
Really? I played it. And,
I played Harvest Moon, thank
have
you.
you?
Yeah.
For your GameCube?
Harvest Moon's great. On the DS,
Oh, wow.
actually.
I was lucky.
Mm.
I don't have a DS anymore because my cousin sat on mine. And now it is no more.
That is
It is tragic because they're blooming still expensive. Even little light DS
What,
lights.
DSs?
Yeah.
Are they?
If they're more than 30 quid,
I mean, you can pick up a Nintendo Wii now for like £15.
how much? Has it got all tea
Like 50
stains
like
and
15.
coffee stains over it?
I think they're I think they're new, actually.
Well, I can see why you would sell a Wii for a cheap price. Because it's a blooming weird console. But I know a DS is still useful. It's still kind of useful. Yosh?
What?
Wait, where did you go?
I'm
That's
here.
okay. All I heard was a thump.
Boom. I dropped the mic.
Oh, don't drop the mic. Don't drop them pizzas. That's from my favourite film.
I dropped the mic.
Batman.
You sure it was from Batman? I thought it was from Fast and the Furious 4.
Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, powdered
Yeah.
cockroach is a big trade in China, even though it is based on folk belief with traditional Chinese medicine.
Come on, powdered rhino horn. To get your lady in the
You get
mood.
$89 per pound.
What?
You get
$89 per
a
pound?
pound of cockroaches.
Lovely.
Well, time to go hunting.
For cockroaches,
Yeah, I've never seen a cockroach.
I would rather
in
not.
Britain.
Thank you.
I've never seen a cockroach in Wales.
Not in Wales, no.
I did see one in Cyprus crossing the road, but I didn't.
I see so many abroad.
Yeah. How strange.
There's an outside sitting area at the hotel, say that, in Australia.
Oh, well, just stop right there. You're in Australia. What do you expect?
Yes.
Anyway, go on.
And looked underneath it's like a pillar with a top bit just hanging
You're
off
just
slightly.
exploring the outback.
And I had a look underneath, and there was just massive cockroaches, like nearly the size of my
That's
palm.
amazing. You should have brought one home and fossilized
I was
it.
terrified. I did not want to touch those things. They could eat me.
Well, I suppose they could if you were dead, but
You know, I was also like 10 or 11 at the time, so
that makes a lot of sense actually.
just for reference, I was only 4'7" when I was 11.
Well, that probably means your palm was fairly small. But if it was the palm of your hand back then, that must have made them fairly small.
I think they were fairly big in comparison to what we find here. Probably not most of the world, but here we have pretty tame bugs.
I'm going to look for some news, Yosh. Where in the world, where in the UK, should I check the news?
In the UK.
In the UK, what city?
What's going on in Glasgow?
Glasgow man. Let's see.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Huge tarantula found lurking behind oven in Glasgow.
Bum,
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 bum.
bum. Man stabbed in Glasgow East End.
That's not really a surprise. Can't expect it.
Samurai-wielding man who threatened to kill Glasgow City Council. I'm going into this, Yosh. I hope this wasn't
I
you.
believe in you. What's Samurai Man?
Samurai Man.
I told you, mine's only a display piece.
Okay, then.
I could poke someone with it and it would probably go through because the tip of it's very, very sharp.
Do you cut your sandwiches with it?
I've cut a watermelon with it.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's not actually made for cutting because the blade isn't properly secured in the, what's the word for it? Hilt. I don't think it's called that. I don't know, katana, but sure, the
Coming
hilt.
soon,
that area.
episode 100 special. Yoshi cuts a watermelon clean in half.
Yes, with my arm sword.
Anyway, this is the article from. Wow, this is fairly recent. This happened only a few days ago. A man wielding a samurai sword threatened to kill Glasgow City Council leader Gordon Mathewson at the office. David Wardrop, 29, asked at the reception to speak with Mr. Matheson in the city chambers in Glasgow while holding a 3 feet long sword.
Only 3 feet at this point.
This is awesome. I mean, this isn't awesome, but what he said was awesome. He asked to speak with Mr. Matheson and was asked if he had an appointment, to which he replied, "Justice." When questioned what he meant, he said, "Just justice." Well,
It's the Batman of
it's
Glasgow.
the Batglow.
Backglow.
Batglow, innit? Batglow.
Innit?
Man falls out of window.
Freaking Backglow, man.
Man falls out of window. Man dies. Man goes missing.
I thought, are those connected? Man falls out the window and man dies. Is that the same thing? I feel like they're connected.
We need another city. Oh, maybe we should do it for the next podcast. Hey listeners,
Maybe.
what city do you want next for us to see the news? Let us know in the comments below, above or below, wherever we're going to post this.
Inside you.
Anyway, yeah, with consent. Yeah.
I will not go inside you without
Indeed.
consent.
Well, I suppose that's all time we have for on this episode
of something.
We'll decide on the name.
Docast.
Docast. I don't know if it's canon.
Do you not approve of Docast?
I don't approve.
Docast.
Docast.
It's changing.
Docast.
I can't hear myself talk through these headphones, so my volume levels are off. I don't know how loud I'm meant to be talking.
Well, that's okay. You're fine. Okay, that's all from us. We'll see you next time, where we actually decide the name of the podcast. Stay tuned.
See ya.
Bye.